Telemi, Nemi Negbo, Enoyolomino Luis, Fiemi Wow, Noi, the global playlist. Today we visit Benin, a West African country that was once home to powerful kingdoms. These kingdoms flourished for centuries, leaving an impact in the regions, other regions, culture, religion, and social structures. Benin is known for its matriarchal society, where women have always played a relevant role. It's the place of birth of Bodun or Voodoo, and it's a country where snakes are revered. From ancient times to the present days, griots, rhythmic complexity, vibrant melodies, and distinctive instruments have helped shape the Beninese cultural identity and its music. In the 20th century, following independence from France in 1960, a wave of artists and movements emerged, recognized for blending traditional Beninese rhythms with modern genres such as jazz, funk, and reggae. This trend continues today when Afrobeat from Nigeria coexists with Western subgenres and local music traditions, showcasing the dynamic evolution of Beninese music. Let's delve deeper into the music and traditions of Benin with our wonderful guest Giovanni, who you met in the first part of the episode. Could you tell us what is Dahomey?
Dahomey is one of the old name of the country. It's when the colonial came, so they used Dahomey, but it's actually Dahomey, which is the name of one of the last king, because it means in the belly of the serpents. That is actually the right meaning of it.
The serpents are important in Benin,
yes,
right? I mean, they're
in
like
Benin, especially in the south side, Ouida, in the south, and pythons are sacred.
Cool.
That's why you have that name Dahomey in the name. Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming from that. Yeah.
There are even like sanctuaries of.
Exact.
Cool.
Oh, you did your research. Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. That's
Man.
good. Yeah. There is a sanctuary in Ouida. It's called le Temple du Serpent. So it's like a temple where you have the python,
yep.
And right in front of the temple, you have the first church, and the mosque is right next to it. That's one of the main, I want to say, forces in my country. There has never been a religious war. Everybody lives together. I always go to my friends when they celebrate Ramadan, Tabaski, or Muslim things, and they also do the same when we have anything going on. They will show up. So, and it's some of the main thing you will see in Benin. So if you ever had a chance, you should go. Did you see that movie, The Woman King?
No.
Okay, so The Woman King is actually based from the story of Benin. Then you will see more of what I'm talking about. Okay. So Benin had Benin, not Dahomey exactly. Mm-hmm. One of the king has an army. I think it's King Gezo. He had an army of only female. That is based over there. Yeah,
I've read about it. The Dahomey Amazons or something like that.
Exact. So it's all connected.
Actually, I've also seen that Voodoo or Bodan comes from Benin too.
Exact. Yeah? It comes from Benin. Yeah.
Totally different to what we see in the movies in New Orleans and stuff like that, right?
It has nothing to do with what you see in the movie. It's a religion, like every religion. It's a religion. It has its principle, and it's a way of life, actually, because now a lot of people in my country, they go to church, but they still practice voodoo because they believe in things. So to go deeper, voodoo is like, it's believing in the fact that there is water, light, and different things in the life that you don't control. It's coming from something that is bigger than you. That's why they have different gods that they pray to. You're not supposed to do bad to people. If you do bad, it will come back to you.
I brought this up because I also read that priestesses are very important in Bodun. So I guess that women have always had an important role in the Benin culture, right?
definitely. We're more matriarchal than
Yeah.
patriarchal. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Mothers are like the main people in the family. Yes.
Cool. Let's go for the music.
Yeah. Let's go for music. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Where does the music tradition comes from?
Most of traditional music in Benin, it's about trance. I want to say getting in trance music. It's a lot of dancing also, but most of the time the dancing, there is a link between the spiritual and the music. There is a lot of link between spiritual and music, and even the traditional singers. It's like they tell story about what is going on around them. It's a lot of rhythm. I was trying to get a right answer, but Benin is like 37 different ethnies, so it's a lot of different rhythm. It's crazy, so it's very hard to just give one like that. But you were right. It's very close to a religion.
I've also checked that in the 60s, funk and other genres had a big impact.
Oh yeah, what is coming to my mind right now? It's there is a band called Polyrythmo. So in one of the movie Kill Bill, they have the music in the movie. They became, I don't want to say famous, but they made it very late in their career, unfortunately. But just to give you a fun fact, we used to watch, when I was very kid, we used to watch on the national TV. They had some puppets, and those puppets were actually Polyrythmo. Wow! And that was the music going on like that. A lot of the vocalists who didn't have a band they would do one song with them and they're gonna release a single. So you will see a lot of this with Polyrythmo, that with Polyrythmo, and so they had a lot of singles, a lot.
Cool.
Those things are collectors now. Actually, I have a cousin who collect those vinyls and he sell them for very expensive.
Who would you say is the most famous music artist from the past decades? Coming from Benin.
Wow. Okay, that would be Angelique Kidjo. She's the only one. That's it. Beside her, she's the only one. But there is a guy that's very, very good. He's a multi-instrumentalist.
Okay.
His name is Sagboran Damialou. He's the main man, trust me.
Really?
Every generation, every generation, he has a special place in the country. He's one of the most respected musicians in the country.
And nowadays, what are the popular trends?
Right now in West Africa, Nigerian music is very popular. Most of the artists back home are just emulating what is working out. We don't have the identity because we just sound like everybody.
I know.
I'm also part of it. I'm also part of it. It's not just other artists, but a lot of artists now are traveling more. The music get to be listened outside of Benin.
Globalization, it's like making a bit of we are losing our roots, let's say, but at the same time gives everybody the possibility to go further.
A lot of artists now in my country are using our native language more than it used to be a couple years ago. And a lot of people from my generation were singing in French most of the time. So there have been a switch now. That is a very positive thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And could you mention some popular traditional artists, or maybe some modern ones?
There is one person that is keeping the tradition alive. His name is Alepe Raoult. If you listen to that gentleman, you will hear the very traditional music. electric instrument, only percussion, vocals, and background vocals. And then I would go to somebody like Sagbohan Danielou, who made a perfect mix between traditional and modern music. It's very nice to listen to. You talk about Jonas Pedro, Angelique Kidjo, all those people, they did a perfect mix between traditional and modern music. There is an artist named Nicanor who mix R&B and some Afro-pop music. There is a rapper named Blaz, B-L-A-A-Z. There is a lady, actually, her name is Zainab, Z-E-A-N-A-B. Who else? Fanico. Fanico is that's the example of somebody that is very modern. It's very Afro-pop-ish. Yeah. That's like the perfect, if you want to dance, have fun, that's the kind of artist you should go listen to.
And I also saw Shirazi or something like that.
Shirazi is like those people who started with hip-hop when hip-hop started. So they're like the pioneer of urban music in Benin. He's a producer too, so he produced a lot of rap album for French artists. He's based in the US. He just did a song with Sting. He did a remix of Sting.
African Man in New York, right?
I'm a legal alien. I'm an African in New York. Whoa!
Yeah.
There is a lot of new names. Yeah.
Cool.
If you can put them in the playlist,
absolutely.
People,
they will all be on the playlist of the episode.
All right.
And any other artist or genre that you would like to mention?
I see a lot of like young artists. They try not to sound like Nigerian artists.
Okay.
A couple name I can mention. There is this guy. His name is Ralami, R-A-L-A-M-I. Another artist, very atypical. His name is Rhys Marion. He's like a folk artist, something that is very unpopular in my country, but I can hear in his music that he's trying to make a difference.
Thanks for sharing those names too. Perfect.
You're welcome.
And by the way, just what are you working on at the moment? What about your music?
Oh my God. I'm not even doing music. To be honest, after The Voice, I was a little deceived by it, what I was waiting for all my life. I would be able to, grow into the business, meet the right people, do the right thing, but it was totally the opposite.
Oh, yeah?
Like, totally, yeah. I'm close to 40 years old, so I don't see myself trying to compete with the younger guys. Yeah. But right now from Africa, that's what people like. Dancing music, the upbeat, the tempo. I'm a soul singer. Yeah. That's what I do. And I'm trying to bring music that is, very soft, deep in the meaning and all that. And people are like, yeah. You know what? Keep doing your thing. See you next time, So one of the main song that I'm very proud of is called Nonvi, N-O-N-V-I.
Nonvi.
Which is like, it's for me the perfect melting pot of what I'm trying to emulate from everything I've listened to. It's like a neo soul vibe with some, hip hop drums, but it's kind of jazzy, but it's not jazz music, and I'm singing in my native language with all my R&B, background. It's one of the songs for me that it's very personal, and that would be the song for me to put in the playlist.
Perfect. So I don't have to choose it. That's a lot better.
That's
Thanks
it.
a lot. Thanks a lot, Giovanni.
You're welcome.
Giovanni, now is the time for you to reveal the song that you've chosen to represent Benin or Benin in the global playlist.